Hi everyone, it's Debbie again. Just a quick video on a scrapbook page that I just finished. Tim Holtz had been to Brisbane, Australia in June of this year, and I had met him and gotten his autograph, and of course he wouldn't have remembered me. But then he ended up in August in Severn, Maryland, and my best friend volunteered to work at the scrapbook store where he was doing demonstrations, and so he's such a good sport. He actually agreed to take a photo with her, and on the page that he's holding it says, "Hey Debbie, remember me," and it was just so cute. I had to scrapbook it. So I just want to explain a little bit about the page. This background paper is the Grace Taylor Vintage Elegance paper pack. Just used one page from that. Then I used Cratepaper Random Collection Vintage. I used one of the pages out of that to cut out all of these flowers. I fussy cut all the flowers. That took me a while. And these little strawberries. And I used AG 124 paper designed by Griffin. I used Abby Simone Designs Rosebud paper for this one. The Anna Griffin paper is this one, and then that's the Rosebud. I used Tim Holtz Distress Inks, EK Success Corner Punch, a Tim Holtz Como 15 Paris stamp, and his Como 23 Optimist stamp. I used those on the card. That's a Hero Art stamp for the balloon. I used texture paste for the chicken wire design in the background. Glossy accents, UD, beads and bead findings, Cricut file for the tag, and the birdcage and stand and bird came from birdscards.com. It was a free SVG cut file, and I just had this metal frame. I'm not sure where that came from. So just a little description. In the background I did texture paste, and if you've ever used it, you know that it comes out sort of a chalky, milky white look, but it's also transparent. So I distressed it with some Tattered Rose and some vintage photo. And this birdcage and stand, I actually painted a pale rose color, and then I put crackle medium on top of that, let it dry, and then I put cream on top of that so it crackled and you could see the rose behind it. Then I just twisted a piece of ribbon around the stem or the base of the birdcage holder, and then just glued these strawberries to it that I had fussy cut. That's just a paper doily. These were that same corner punch I was talking about. I've used it here. I cut them out in craft paper and then used fired brick to distress the edges. When I curled the paper back here, I actually made a stick pin to stick through that piece of paper to hold my tag, and my tag has my journaling on the back. On the tag, I've used the Tim Holtz stamp here, and the off of the Paris stamp was a postmark section, so all I did was just stamp that section there. That little hand came out of a Hero Art stamp, and that came out of the Hero Art stamp pack. Then I just hand cut this banner and folded it, and I put tissue paper over the top, put my lettering on it, and then I stamped it with clear embossing ink all around the edges and across the balloon. I did the balloon before I stuck it down, but then, stamped it all across the edges of this and put UD on it. That is some seam binding that I dyed with walnut ink. And let's see, the birds I just cut out by hand because I didn't have a cut file for that. I put some small brads in the corners of this metal frame, and I stuck some organza in between some of the flowers, and I think that's about it. I had all of the findings. This is a fish piece of fish tackle, I forget what it's called, and I had some of those, so I just hung it from the stick pin and that little charm I had with all of my beads. So I'll just bring it up for a closer look at the flowers and the tag. And that top corner, and then the bird cage. And I think that's it, but I just wanted to share. Thank you for watching. Bye.